What is going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of the Survivor Encore episode recaps. We've got a special one because it's boys' night. I wasn't at the last boys' night. When I get invited to boys' night, it's because I invited everybody here. We're all drinking, we're having fun, and we're talking episode 12 of Survivor 65.
Oh my gosh.
Go around the horn here. I'll tell you who's here, and then we'll get into it. I'm just looking at who's on my screen. You may have seen this guy on your screen more recently than tonight when the episode's playing, but on Jeopardy, Tournament of Champions, is that right?
It was the Jeopardy Invitational Tournament, JIT.
The Invitational.
Yeah,
Drew Basile's here. Drew, how are you?
Doing great. Technically, they call it like the JIT. I don't like to say that. It feels like a dangerous word, JIT, but that's what they call it. But I was on there recently. That's right. And it's great to be back with the boys, though, my one true reality TV family.
Yes.
There you go, denouncing Jeopardy.
Those guys don't seem like they're nearly as fun to hang out with. I must say, like from the Jeopardy that I've watched, it looks like a tough hang.
Dude, there are some great ones, but like the better they are at Jeopardy, like the higher in certain ways, like the power level is. Sometimes it's just like communicating with an ET. So it's good to be back on Earth with the fellows.
Wait, have you met James Holzhauer?
Hello.
I am not. I'm not.
I love that guy. That guy's sick.
Bruce is my favorite alien, though. Yeah, he's great.
Well, we've got also fresh off of a trip to Hawaii with the fam. It's Austin Li Coon. Austin, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. I missed the memo on the drinks. I should have known. It's boys' night. Like, what am I thinking? I feel like a fool. But everybody has a drink.
Everybody.
You don't get one, dude.
Go get one.
Oh my gosh.
This is no
like 4 o'clock.
I have time to run down and grab a drink, or is that crazy? All right. Well, while Bruce and Jake are introing, I'll be back in a minute.
We'll be here.
There you go.
We've got fresh off a Super Bowl appearance, not playing, but observing. It's Bruce Perreault. Bruce, how are you?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Patriots played as bad as they did. All they had to do was just ask me to go on the field, and I wouldn't have made it look any worse. I think I would have made it look a little bit better. I would have styled something. Man, listen, I am doing good. I'm having a good time. This life is short, but it's well lived. So yes, I'm ready to get into it with my boys here because I haven't seen everybody in the same room like this in a long time. So let's make it happen.
And we've got one more. Bruce's little line where his name says, "Why not me?" But I'm always saying, "Why not Jake?" It's Jake O'Kane. Jake, how are you?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. Happy to relive some boys' night memories. There we go. Austin's back.
All right.
We should cheers. Yeah.
Cheers, gentlemen.
There we go.
Look at that.
All right, everybody.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Happy boys' night.
There we go.
Happy boys' night. Woo!
It's gonna be
I
a
love
good
it.
podcast.
I love it, and I love Survivor 45 episode 12, which I rewatched today. Not required viewing to rewatch, but everybody listening to this will have seen it within hours. So I want to ask Bruce, before this episode even starts, Emily has just been voted out. You were the one that witnessed it at Ponderosa, Emily's homecoming. I'd love to hear about that from you.
Well, I saw Emily. She came through to Ponderosa, and I gave her a big hug. And she's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "No, there's no need to be sorry. None of this stuff. Like, you're perfectly fine. Everything's good. Love you." And then we went on and did our thing, in Ponderosa and enjoyed the rest of the time that we had. That's the only positive thing that I'm going to say about this whole BS, because right now, I do think that they should. Emily is in season 50. Why are we putting on an episode where she's already gone? I'm sorry, I'm getting loud. I'm going to calm down because the Lord knows I'm okay. Like, let's figure this out. Like, every other episode we've seen so far, the people that are in 50, they're on the episode. Why? Like, play mine. That would be awesome. She convinced me not to play my friggin' idol. Play that one. Episode what? 10? Jake, fill me in. I don't know. I'm silly. I'm dumb. 10. Like, play my episode so that you can see her mastermind is getting me to do something that I didn't want to do. All right. So anyway, that's all I got. On to the next.
Well, it is the only episode out of the 10 Encore episodes that somebody is on season 50 that is not actively playing the episode.
Oh, really?
Oh, one. Yeah.
Wow.
I believe it's the only one. It's a weird choice, and not even your boot, Bruce. It's the episode after where Emily leaves. I feel like was just like a slam dunk of an episode to throw in here, but we're not watching that one.
Yeah.
You know, I
boycott this one. Go watch it.
I will say this was a tough rewatch. And I don't think there's anyone who might be more upset at this being the selected episode than me, except maybe Drew as well, and Emily perhaps. But yeah, I also was like, there's literally any other episode to pick, any other episode, and this one was one of them.
What a fucking kick in the teeth. I mean, like, I get my ass beat 2 weeks in a row on Jeopardy. And then I'm like, okay, we're done with TV. And then little do I get this text from Brandon Donlon. Like, oh, your boot. We got to do this podcast. Like, my boot. Like, the worst moments of my life. Just for kicks, It's like, this is terrible. So, it really was bad. I mean, I'm glad that we all could be here to commiserate because this is just not what I needed.
Jake looked great this episode.
Jake
this is a good episode.
This is the best Jake episode.
Say that until Austin said it, but yeah, no, it was a good episode for me. For the most part, they made it look better than I think it actually was.
No. That was so fun watching you could do the that idol hunt again. Good times.
They slighted you by not putting in the newscaster voice, man. I mean,
I know. Well, I ripped that off in South Park. That was a South Park joke.
Yeah.
What's the South Park? Do the South Park joke?
It was we were like doing what was I doing? Like some kind of like radio host. Like, oh, great night at Dakuwaka. Great. Therefore, a great day for the world, or something like that. Like it's a South Park joke. It's like, yeah, it's like an episode where like Canada's basically remaking the royal wedding.
Yeah, come on, you got to do it for us.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
The voice.
Like
great day for Survivor 45. Now I'm making Australian. I don't know why I'm making Australian.
And the funniest was when you did the whole Kelly boot in that voice at Tribal Council.
Oh yeah, Kelly was laughing. That was great.
Absurd.
That was funny. I thought that was like a D strategy where she's like, "Oh, go talk shit about Kelly in front of her face," like you were doing earlier. I was like, "Oh." That was funny. Yeah, no, they edited it all out, but I think it was like the last 5 days, maybe it was like doing a funny voice. We were making production laugh too, so that was funny.
This is one of those things they don't tell you about Survivor that like by the end of the game, just psychically, you're so worn down that like probably half the cast starts talking in a funny voice in any given season. Like Jake was doing the newscaster thing. I was doing like. I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those the hazards of the game.
This crew famously has the boys' night segment where they play Kenny Loggins and you're doing all your whatever you were doing. Talk more about because the four of you I don't think have been in one of these since then. But what was that? What else was going on there? What didn't we see about the boys' night?
What didn't we see? I mean, it was just the best night ever.
Man.
Like that whole day was just.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. The elder in the room is gonna be like, okay, Fiji boys' night was kind of like our Vegas, right? We can't talk about everything that we did. We can reference some fun, but we can't talk about everything that we talked about because it was our Vegas. If we wanted to divulge more, please. Feel free. I'm going to put an asterisk somewhere. That's what I said. But I just want to make sure that we all understand that, we are a bunch of red-blooded men who are out there. We're chatting. We're having a good time. Yes.
Right now,
and I will tell you this. Listen, did you see the underlying thing that I'm doing? Yeah, Drew, you're wicked smart, bro. But it was. I don't know. It was a damn good time. We were able to let our hair down a little bit. No pun intended. Mine was like, stuck to my head and curly. But we just had a good time. We had fun. And, if it was all of us on a tribe, I think that it would have been a completely different scenario because we all bonded in such a way. And it's something that's kind of cool because it transcended outside of the game. Like we all saw each other out in Tennessee. And it was like, it's like guys that I've grown up with my entire life. So, and they weren't even alive for half of my life. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it's just such a special moment. I mean, it's one where it's just like the game was put to the side. We were on like two opposing sides, and I think we all kind of knew like we're not gonna be flipping the script with this crew. Like, let's just hang out and like actually enjoy our time together because we all liked each other a lot. We were just put on different sides of the beach until that point, really, and it was just the time to just enjoy each other, hang out, eat good food. It was so fun.
I've never been so happy to lose a reward.
That was cool.
Like looking back, like not in the moment, it sucks to lose the reward, but like out of all the ones you could have lost, like that was a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like the farther I get out from Survivor, the less I remember of most of the experience. You know, like there are episodes that are just total blanks for me. And Boys Night becomes clearer and clearer with time. Like I the other day I was doing the Jeopardy thing, and they were asking me like, well, what was the best like moment of Survivor? And I was like, Boys Night, one of the best moments of my life. It really it's like it is the defining event from the season that I hang on to. It was great.
Wow, look at that. What a nice thing. And if I have this correct, did you all watch that episode together? Is that right? Were you all in the same place?
Where was
The next one?
This one, the one that we just the episode 12, your boot. Was everybody in Nashville for that? Is that right?
That was the Emily boot.
That was the
Emily boot. Yeah.
Which one was the NOLA one?
That was the Emily boot, was Nola. But then the week your boot, Drew, I thought you guys were all in.
I didn't go down. I was in Boston.
No, I wasn't there.
But I think the three of you guys were all there, right?
I was there. I was in Nashville for that one. Yeah, but so we weren't.
I was in Nashville for that.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
I will say, I did have a party for that episode, and the whole bar went nuts with the idol thing. I was happy that I threw one for that one. That was a good time.
Have you, Jake, watched this since it came out? Have you gone back and watched the full episode?
No, I don't. It's funny. I've actually started rewatching 45 recently, and I'm just not there yet. But no. I've seen the clips played back in various things, but I have not watched the full episode.
What are you noticing on a rewatch? Anything different than the first time?
No, not really. I mean, maybe a good memory or what. Nothing's really sticking out to me, but it is funny like how you see some things play out and it's like that's out of order, this is out of order. I'm getting reminded of that. Like one of the things like with this episode specifically, like I think they show me finding the idol clue and everything while Austin, Katara, and D are on reward. I actually found it with everyone there. And like there's just something shown out of order is what I noticed. Earlier
in the day you found it before the reward challenge?
No, I think it was a different. It may be. No. They had already gotten back. It was at the beginning of the day or the end of the day. I forget. Probably beginning of the day.
Isn't it awesome how this just messes with us? Like you sit there and you have, and it's the worst part of time when this affects us the most, and we're the more. I don't want to say this in a negative way, but when we're the most deranged in regards to this beautiful game that we played is when we first come out of the game. Because we're like, this is how things are supposed to go. This is how it went. Like we have all of our ideas, and then all of a sudden those ideas get shot straight to shit when we start talking to people. Well, no, that's not really the case. And then we go back and we watch it. And then we're reminded, of the conversation that we had when we left, the conversation that we've had, because we all talk to each other. So the conversation that we've had over the course of months, and then all of a sudden I was seeing it on television. So it's like, okay, so now that makes sense, but that's out of order, like Jake just said. But it's like, hold on a second. Am I losing my marbles? Because I don't remember that being, did that happen? And then you get so discombobulated, we end up like Jake, because I did the same thing the other day talking to somebody. We ended up was that before? Was that after? It's like everything just kind of gets mumbled jumbled around, and it's just the effects. And then you're watching the show, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe that's how it happened. Who cares?
I find like I can separate what happened on what beach, but like when you're at like that merge beach for a long time, that stuff I definitely like out of order, or like Bello Beach out of order.
I mean, it's 3 years ago now. That's crazy.
I know. Yeah,
we're old.
We're old.
We're practically old era now. I mean, oh my god, time flies. It's crazy.
And this episode is. This is one of the few episodes of the new era to have an old era-esque style reward with the helicopter and the picnic and what have you. My question about the helicopter, Drew, is you say that the only time you've ever been in a helicopter, you threw up. That line made the show.
Did I say that in the episode?
It's in the episode.
No,
Can you talk-
this is a great story.
Yeah, please.
So it was my little brother's birthday. It was his 10th birthday. So I was like 12 at this point, or maybe 13. And he was like, I want to go in a helicopter. That's the only thing I want for my birthday. And we were like, well, that's fucking, how are we going to own a helicopter? It turns out you can get like a recreational helicopter tour. Like, and it's not that much money. Like you viewers, you could go out and do it like for like $100. So we were like, okay, we'll do the helicopter tour. And then we get up and they're like taking us over all the lakes and they go to like the rich part of town. Like this is where Eminem lives. This is where the Fords live. And we're like swerving around to get a better view. And it doesn't feel good, And then I had to get the barf bag. And then it was just, once it started, it was like a fire hose. So we had to land. So suffice it to say, I was glad not to have, made the helicopter reward for that one.
Oh,
all right.
That was a wicked fun challenge. I'm remembering that challenge now. That was rolling on the barrels, right?
The barrels.
that was such a fun challenge.
That was wicked fun. I'm surprised they haven't done that again. Like, I just wanted to run it again for fun.
That was, I think that challenge, like all of us while doing it, we're just like, oh, this is so fun. This is so cool. Like swinging around. I just remember on that helicopter when we had to go in front of the beach and like, they're all screaming at you all, like you two and Julie sitting on the beach, like watching us. And they did it 3 times, 3 loops, just screaming. And I'm just like, this is literally the worst thing that could happen right now. This is horrible. I felt so bad.
Is it more annoying on the first, second, or third time as a person witnessing the helicopter in the sky? Which time is the most enraging, do you think?
Oh, I think it got worse over time, Jake.
It got worse over time.
After they went the first time, the second time we were like, we're not going to do it. Like, and then the closer it got, we were like, okay, well, we'll go look. And then we came back, and I was like, God damn it! If they come back the third time, we're not fucking looking, okay? Like,
I remember, like,
everybody's staying here. And then we can hear it in the distance, and it's getting louder, and it's getting louder, and it's like a prisoner dilemma situation. And we're all looking at each other, and eventually, Julie is this is the Julie breakout. So she's like, I'm gonna go look, and so then I'm just sitting here like, wow, am I gonna be the schmuck who refuses to go? So then we all broke, but yeah, the third time was the worst. I would say it's truly humiliation.
It's funny because like in the episode, I think like they're showing like, oh, this sucks, and I'm like, it's not that bad, whatever. But I think by the third time, I'm like, you know what, Drew, you're right. It does suck. This is fucking the worst. They only showed like the first time we go out there.
No, and it's like
it was Austin, Austin and Dee are on the helicopter, and Katura's coming along. It's like missing out on Valentine's Day, and we're like, we didn't get the date, and it's like all the people on Valentine's Day, they're like flying around, like, hi, how are you doing? And we just, it wasn't nice.
And because I picked who went on that, like they didn't care if they were screaming at you guys down there, making a big scene. It just looked bad for me. I wish you were there.
I didn't think it looked bad. I didn't think it looked bad for you. I understand feeling that way, but it wasn't like, oh, screw Austin.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, I was enjoying my Coronas. I was enjoying my Coronas and my meals. They were amazing at that point in time.
No, what are you doing?
We ran out of like spices at that point too.
Oh, the little peppers.
Yeah, we were running out of like salt, pepper, and like the chili flakes or whatever.
From that fish reward, right? That
yeah.
Before the merge.
This is when we started to run out.
At one point in the episode, you can see Julie chopping up that little pepper guy. That was in there. But it looks like it was a very, very small pepper, segment. On that reward, Austin, they show your backstory. You got the braces on that reward.
That as tough as this whole episode was as a rewatch, that was the hardest part for me. That was the part I literally like closed the laptop and then I came back like 16 hours later. I was like, this is so bad. Because first of all, like I never thought they were gonna put anything like that into the show. Because I was thinking back because I didn't realize that everyone kind of like got a backstory package if you're like in the finale episode or whatever. And like I was just like, yeah, they're just not gonna show mine. It's not a big deal. Like I never really gave them much on the island about it. And then they just put together this just humiliating, like just like, I don't even know. I know watching it once was far too many times. I can't believe I had to watch it a second time for this. But yeah,
well, I feel
we can
move
to the
Amanda. Is that what did it for her? Maybe she was endeared by that.
The what?
we should ask Amanda. Maybe she was endeared by that moment.
Mm.
Maybe it got you a lot of ground, bro.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
You should ask.
I'll ask.
You see a kid in braces and you're like, yeah, you know what? This kid,
That guy.
he turned out good. He turned out
Well, no, it's not even the braces thing.
Everybody loves the ugly duckling.
When I'm pretty sure they took those interviews from like day 1, 2, like early on, like early days when I just kind of talk about it, because I never was asked about it later on. And like I remember as the season went on, I was like, wait, like they might want to use a backstory thing. I got to be ready to like give them some good sound bites, and I just never got that opportunity. So I feel like I would have done better if I knew that these were the ones that were going to be played. I would have just given them like all right, let's just gloss over this. Let's get into the strategy. You know, I would have spent a good amount of time making sure I got some good sound bites. It didn't sound pathetic. But oh well.
Well, you know, Jake, go ahead, Austin.
I was going to say what made it worse too was that it was like played right after Katura's, who genuinely had like one of the best backstories.
That was a good backstory. No one was beating that.
Katura's backstory was pretty solid. Like it's
that is an
that's
old timer. And then mine comes up, and it's like, who the hell is this guy? Like
you, Jake, right after the reward segment, you have, you know, is this when you consider like your Survivor moments? Is this in the top 3? Is this like the big? What do you call this for you?
Oh, finding the idol.
Yeah.
That was cool. Like, I mean, it's a bucket list thing, and then it was, you know, I feel like out of the things that people like say, like they bring up that like finding the idol in my underwear whole monologue thing, people think is funny. But yeah, that was so sick, man. You know what I mean? Like, it sucked when Bruce found one earlier because I was right there and he found it, and that really kind of like pissed me off. Yeah, and so it was cool, and the whole like getting the clue is also fun.
Yeah, you go on the treasure hunt. Bruce, what do you remember about finding your idol? What was that moment like with Jake right there for you?
Well, you know what, Jake? Kiss my
Kelly.
entire ass. The simple fact of the matter is that I'm literally sitting there and I look down and I can see it, and I did a little look up, and he's within 3 feet. There's no way. But I remember what I was wearing. There's no way I could put that in my pants and just kind of not be obvious. So I just stood up and went like this, you know, and I got it. So, but then what got me, Jacob, was when you said on the show, if I find it, I'm not going to tell Bruce. Well, something along the lines of that. I'm like, touche, my friend, because yes, like there's nothing saying I didn't find it, so it's not mine. I probably still would have lost my damn vote, but like the gameplay was there, so I appreciated that part of it, which is great. But when I found mine, it was just, it was a pretty clear and concise thing, because you win individual immunity at some point. That everybody wants to do that. Everybody wants to find an idol. And I've been watching for 20 some odd years, just watching people get idols and stuff like that, and been sitting there on the television telling people, "Yo, it's right there! Open your eyes, turn around!" And you have the ability to do it. And I remember, put my hand up and straight down is here, and I'm digging and digging and digging. I still couldn't find it. Like, where the hell is this thing? And then what actually made me feel really cool or feel good was that everybody was willing to kind of be a lookout. I didn't know Jake was trying to rob me, but anyway, everybody was being a lookout. So with that being the case, it's like that kind of helped out too. It gives you a little bit more of a boost in regards to wanting to find it, and then when you do, it just makes it special. So
I will say, but
I'm sorry, but I could say that there are some people that can find the idol, that shit goes right to their head. It never went I didn't go to my head. I didn't give a shit about it. I was happy that I got it, but I wasn't walking around everybody knows I got an idol. No, look at me, big nuts.
You did that all the time. It didn't change.
That is me all the time, but it's not. I didn't exasperate it because I found the idol.
Bruce, what is this big nuts thing? I've never heard this before. Is this something you guys say in Boston? Is this like Wicked?
Big nuts? No, I've never heard big nuts thing. No,
stick around. I got so many things that are just stupid.
Okay.
I will say though, dude, when I found the clue, I was wearing your shirt, and it was like the roots of the tree, those trees they had the roots going into the ground, and they were kind of exposed at the top.
Yeah,
same spot. So I was looking in that general vicinity when I found the clue.
I brought so much to this game. You're welcome, Jake. Season 44, people wearing my clothes, staying warm the entire time, invoking my spirit. Season 45, finding shit because I left stuff behind. Like, you're
What?
welcome.
No, that's not what I said. I just said we was in the same
Jake,
shirt.
I didn't play my idol and you didn't go home, so shut up. You're welcome.
I didn't notice,
Well,
Jake, that you were wearing the Bruce shirt. Now I'm thinking about. I was like, where did you
Yeah.
get that shirt? But that's the Bruce shirt.
Yeah, it was like a blue polo shirt. I gave it back to you, I think, right?
No.
Good, I gotta go back to my parents' house. You don't have
we
it,
get
really?
off here, we're gonna find it.
Jake, the invoice is coming in the mail for this.
Do you guys still have your Survivor outfits?
It's like
Around
it's
somewhere?
like in my parents.
I'm wearing the underpants right now, baby.
Wait, so am
The
I?
famous red
Are
underwear?
you kidding me? Oh yeah. Oh
All I think
yeah.
about that.
Let
That
me,
voice
no,
on
I'm just kidding.
screen.
But I am.
I don't know. I don't have
I
any.
can show you top of my underwear, and it is legit my Survivor underwear. I swear to God, I still have.
Right now,
It's
you're
okay.
wearing your Survivor
Right now, you're
underwear.
wearing it, dude.
There you
Why the
go.
fuck-
This
All right,
is gonna be
someone
the thumbnail.
verify that.
Why would you do that?
What? I don't
Can I
throw
look
anything
at you
away.
like,
I got
what?
underwear over all of
I
you.
still wear the Survivor underwear. 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I paid like
Yeah, I
$150 for that fucking underwear. I mean, I'm not throwing that
I
away.
was-
It was
they-
like premium underwear.
The underwear that they recommend for guys is good. I will say that.
Yeah.
Sacks? You sacks
Sacks,
guy?
yeah.
And it costs
Yeah.
$30
Yes.
a pop,
Shout out to
so
Sacks.
It's good.
it better be good.
Can I tell
Yeah.
an anecdote of I met Bianca Roses from season 48 of Survivor. And I meet her and she's like, my brother needs to tell you something. And I'm like, okay. And we're at an event for her with her family for the premiere. And I go up to her brother, we're talking, and he's like, oh my God, like, hold on. And then he just unzips his pants. He's like taking his pants up. And I'm like, you know, normally there's a get to know you before we get to this. And then he shows me, he's like, I have your underwear that you wore on Survivor. Like I have the same pair of them. He's like, I wore them because I knew you'd be here. And I was like, oh, we could have, if you say it, that's fine to say it before we, you know, do the
Like
whole, you know,
you could have picked a shirt, you know?
So we have the same underwear, and then we have a picture where we're both, you know, kind of, you know,
Yeah, that
looking
is
at
fun
it.
though.
He might
I will-
listen to this. He
speaking of-
listens to the
speaking of
podcast.
clothes, my wife accidentally washed a pair of the pants from 44 when I got hurt. My wife accidentally washed them because they've never been washed.
You're not gonna
And-
roast Melinda for watching.
Presumably you wash the underwear though, Bruce, right? I mean,
The underwear,
Yeah, okay.
scrub that, so wash it 3 or 4 times. But the pants, like I have outfits that when I came back with it would never wash, aside from like in Ponderosa when they did the little thing. It still smells like smoke and all that good stuff. But
Yeah.
those pants were never washed, and so that would be 4 years now. And they were just recently washed, and I was like, I was sad as hell. I really was. Hello.
Does anybody want to
Bring
fess
another
up to what that is?
It's not
I live
wrong.
in a bad neighborhood. I don't know what that.
Was it
Oh, that
gunshots?
was you, Drew?
I don't know what that was. It's fine. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. You know, it wouldn't be boys' night without some just intruder trying to break in.
That was
Yeah.
an aggressive knock. Whoever
wasn't loud.
said
No,
that.
it was outside. It wasn't. I don't know.
Shit, you know what I'm gonna do?
Damn.
I'm gonna order some sacks, dude.
What are some
I'm gonna order
sacks?
some
right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna order some sacks right now.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by our friends over at Saks. I don't have a
And
discount.
Manta Mask. What is it?
Oh, the Manta mask. Mine's in the
Yeah,
other
Manta
room.
Mask.
You gotta wear the Manta. Mine's back.
The Manta mask. What's that?
This
My
is the
sleep
That was a
mask.
manta mask.
Jay.
You know this sleep mask? I gotta go
What?
get it now.
RHAP sponsor. Manta
Go
Mask.
get
Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, what is
Because
this?
I might get one myself.
Holy
He's going
shit.
to go to
This is
sleep.
like
Yeah,
a teacher's
I mean, I'm
dude.
pretty sure they're just like really nice eye cover masks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Why would
Now they don't they're not currently
Whoa.
sponsoring, but I'm telling you, you can't see. I sleep with a sleep mask all the time. Like I can't sleep without it. You can't see anything in the sleep mask. I could hypothetically do the rest of the podcast in this if we wanted to. You guys could have also.
It almost
You
looks
could've
like a
all laughed.
superhero mask. Like you can
does.
see through it, you know?
Yo,
like,
you ever watch
X-ray
you ever
vision.
watch The Boys? That looks like
Yeah.
the blind superhero.
Does
From
he
The
wear that?
Boys. He's got that shit going on.
Yeah.
This is kind of like The Boys. If there's ever been
Yeah.
a podcast that's been like The Boys, we are.
What would we? All right.
Hey,
That being
Did
said,
you watch The Boys? Do you know what we're
I've
talking
never
about?
seen The Boys, but I
Do you
but
know
I
what
know
it's about
Jack.
at all?
No, is it a bunch of? Is it? I know it's superheroes, but I don't know what they do.
It's like if the Justice League was all pieces of shit.
Is that really
That's
it?
what it is.
Mhm.
Oh, I would like that. I don't know why I never.
Yeah,
seen
and The Boys is like the Black Ops kind of group that like tries to go kill superheroes.
Oh,
It's
I
So let
always
me ask you
been
this.
like a Reddit vibe. I don't know. Is that accurate, Jake? I mean, is it good?
What?
I don't know. The boys
good.
always seem a little Reddit to me. You know, a little.
I
Nope.
really like it.
You,
First-
Bruce, you watch it?
Yeah, Bruce
I
watched
watched it. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing.
it. It
Absolutely
makes fun of Marvel a lot, and I know you're not a big Marvel fan, Drew.
It's true.
And it like directly like the guy like who's Captain America-esque like goes and like is just kind of a piece of shit. Like he was born in the 40s, so like he's like has a negative view on women, like he's like racist, and it's like this is how it would actually be if Captain America came
Loves
here.
breast milk.
Oh,
He likes older women.
Who among us?
Drew, you into it now?
No, but I'm just saying like they're pieces of shit. Like he's not like someone to be celebrated. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like the power goes to the head. It's like U.S. politicians, you know.
Yes.
Do we know Black Noir in The Boys? Do we know that character?
Mhm.
Yes.
That's,
We know him.
Yes.
So I think it was episode 3 or 4 of the program. We were walking to a viewing party in Brooklyn, and he walked by us and recognized me, Kelly Couture, and we talked to him for a second.
No way.
The guy who plays
Yeah.
Black Noir watches Survivor.
Nathan Mitchell is his name.
Dude.
Yeah.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Nathan, what's up, dude?
I'm gonna
Love your
send
show,
him
dog.
this clip.
Jake, you gotta go DM him.
I'm gonna go DM him.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
gonna send him this
Black
clip.
Noir
Yeah,
1 or
we'll-
Black Noir 2? I think they're
I-
Black Noir 1.
I think
Black Noir 1.
that-
Black Noir 2 was just a regular dude.
he plays
Oh,
both.
it's not
It looks like on
regular, it's
Wikipedia.
Are these spoilers right now? There's two
Yeah, this
of
is
them?
now a
Not
boys
really.
podcast. Don't
Not
forget
really.
Survivor.
That is what we
Not
advertise it
spoilers.
to be, is the Boys podcast. Bruce, you were saying something beforehand. You were saying something about superheroes.
Yes, I would love to know. I would love to know who you guys would want to be like. If you were any superhero out there that you would want to be, who would you be? Jake is going to get his Captain America shield.
He's gonna get his
but
Funko
I would
Pops.
love
Captain
to.
America. No, we fucking Captain America. You guys go first. I just got something right here.
I mean, I
Oh, you?
I grew up allegiant to one franchise and one franchise only, and that is the Power Rangers. So I think I'll take whatever color nobody wants. I'll be that color Power Ranger. Yellow traditionally in the U.S. franchise was a woman, but it doesn't always have to be. Yellow Power Ranger.
Power Rangers Ninja. What was the Ninja Power Rangers?
A Ninja Storm.
Yeah,
Dustin.
Ninja
Yellow.
Storm.
Famously.
That was a dude.
He was. I love that. Got his little guy somewhere.
Austin's Aquaman.
Bruce, what superhero would you be? This
I'm
is like a
last.
loaded question.
I brought this up, so I'm last. So you
All right.
guys,
The last-
When I'm thinking right now superpowers, I'm thinking of the Avatar, the Last Airbender universe, and of those, I would have to go either the Earth or the water bending powers. So I'll just go Earthbender. That would be my pick.
I like it.
got a
I think
little-
I would have to be somebody like fragile and frail, you know, so like maybe like Professor X type, you know, kind of like just weak and just there. So I think, yeah, and he's smart too. So I think that's probably me. I don't know.
Drew, you're giving me Mr. Fantastic. You know what I mean? Still wicked smart, but like you got
I don't know
long
who that
limbs,
is, bro.
right?
Doctor
I feel like you're
Strange,
Mr. Fantastic.
yeah.
I see it.
I haven't seen it.
Is he the stretchy
That's like
one?
Stretchy, right?
Yeah, the stretchy one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
maybe like not Pedro Pascal, but a little more Iron Gufferford or whatever that guy's
Stretchy.
name is.
Yeah. I'm a grower, not a shower, you know, so the stretch, you know, so it's good. It's appropriate. All right, Jake, who are you going to be?
I like green. Green's my favorite color. I've always been a Green Lantern fan. I have this little pig band, and like I just like the idea. Like, imagine it. Like, you know, third place finishes, right? Owen coined the term Charlie Brown. I like to think I'm a little more Wile E. Coyote than Charlie Brown in my edit, and I think Wile E. Coyote is very creative, and I like the idea of being able to create things, you know, with the power of mind and ingenuity. Green Lantern.
Love
Wow.
it.
Excellent. Mine is a little bit off of the normal stuff that you see.
He's gonna say
Does
Batman.
anyone ever what? Is it who?
You're gonna say Batman?
You out of your mind. Batman what superpowers did he have? He didn't have any. He just made shit and had money. But come on. Mine would be
Why are you gonna roast
Hancock.
Batman like that, dude?
Hancock. Does anybody remember Hancock?
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
You're Hancock, dude?
That would be my he is my most absolute favorite superhero ever.
He's kind of like a piece of shit, though. Why would you want to be Hancock?
No, it's not that he's a piece of shit. He doesn't give a shit. He's just like,
Yeah.
listen,
No, he is actually a piece of shit.
I'm gonna
Wasn't
say,
he
like,
like
not a
brutally
good dude.
whipped by his girlfriend?
but
though?
remember why he was a piece of shit. He was a piece of
I think
shit.
that's
because
Hitch.
No. Doesn't Hancock get beat up by his girlfriend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlize Theron. He
Charlize
gets-
Theron kicked the shit out of him because he didn't remember. She remembered who he was because remember, they got separated. When they had to separate because if they're together, they kill each other. Their
Yeah,
presence
dude, he
together.
crosses Jason Bateman. That's a dick move.
Whatever. But he realizes
This is for the viewers. This is exactly what Boys Night was like. This is like a live reenactment. of
Hancock's a shit choice. Hancock's a shit choice. That's not a good choice.
Amazing choice because you can still take bullets to the face and not get hurt. You can fly, you can bend shit, throw things. Little kids, you know what? Get out my way. And then catch him. Be like,
That's
yo,
what you
knock
would-
it off.
We said superheroes first.
I would throw a
It's
kid.
superheroes.
I would throw a kid 500 feet in the air. I'd catch him,
But
but
I
then
think
I'd
the
say, "Cut it
first
out."
thing you want to do with your power.
Intimidating kids.
Nah, I wouldn't throw a kid. I'd probably throw like 4 of my neighbors because they don't know how to shut their dog up. But anyway, so
You can throw the dog.
that's
So
just
your
me.
neighbors aren't going to watch this podcast.
I'm
I'm gonna go like I'm gonna go knock on your neighbor's doors, dude. I'm driving down to Warwick tomorrow.
I'm gonna
Say,
get
"Hey,
I'm gonna
guys,
get
here's the
his
link."
outfit they made him wear, and I'm gonna stand on my front lawn like this, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna throw your dog. I'm gonna throw you. That's it. That's
When is the dog too loud? Like when during the day? Is it 24/7 the dog is loud?
24/7? It's not loud either.
Agreed.
It's a yip. It's a yipper. It's a
Mhm.
Fitzu kicker in the face of puppy.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
It's just
Yeah.
one of those
Sure.
dogs that just does not stop yipping.
Yeah.
And he just the entire day. And it's like I walk over to the owners every now and again. I'm like, yo, like your dog's driving me nuts. And she's just like, I'm so sorry. And she put the dog in the house for 3 hours. And then it comes outside. Yo, did you ever try going out with your friends and getting home at like 2 a.m, going to bed, and all of a sudden you hear, no,
Yeah.
that's what
You
I
get
do.
back at 2 a.m. a lot.
Hell yeah. Listen, I am not what you think. I am not what you know. You know. If anybody knows, you know that I like to stay out party.
Nah, this is bullshit. Bruce's ass was the first to bed every night on the fucking island, so I don't want to hear it.
Because I couldn't stand half you mother at the time.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why you slept all the way on the other side of the beach in the
I
sand.
was like, "What? Y'all talk about me all you want to. I'm comfortable in the sand. Sitting there getting big toes put in your face and shit. You don't want to hear that. If there's one thing I can look back on, actually no, because there were points in time that like we had the fire and stuff like that, and I slept around the fire, so I was kind of close
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But when it came down to Beyond the Bamboo, like the truth be told, and as Julie, you Austin, you gave her a massage to get rid of the knots in her body. Like it's so
Right, she
quick
was
and easy for once you get older to get knots and stuff and just be completely out of commission. There's nothing worse. So when I could bury my ass in the sand, and believe me, there was some mornings when I woke up and the water was 3 feet away from me. Like, oh shit, this could have went ever so bad. But I would rather have done that. It's just well worth it.
See, I feel like the dirt was like better than the sand. Like some nights I slept on the shelter, some nights I slept on the dirt, like right outside the shelter.
Sand was so nice. So nice.
Yeah, I was there for a brief time, but I always preferred the sand than the bamboo. I like the sand a lot. I sometimes go now and I'll go sleep in the sand.
I will say your shelter looked really cool on TV. I've never went to the Lulu Beach, but it looks. I heard stories that it was not cool.
Aesthetically, sure.
But it looked
Aesthetically,
cool.
10, everything
It
else
was really
zero.
cool with like a whole little like roof to it. I just remember the scene.
We built more of. It was more of an art exhibit than it was a livable place, like a
The
place to
Travel
go.
Channel came by and took pictures. Like, oh, this is so nice. This is what Fiji's all about. And then Practical Living came by and was like, this is garbage. This is straight trash.
Correct
The
me
wind
if I'm
blowing
wrong.
right through it, rain coming through on it. Yeah, Jake, you remember that night? Making us all
Yeah,
laugh for
that
no
was
particular
miserable.
reason.
What
'Cause
night?
I was about to murder everybody. And Jake's
All
like,
right.
says something
Well, you know what?
stupid.
Your Bellow shelter was not much better. Drew and I got so.
No,
Yeah, your
significant.
Bellow
Entire
shelter
night.
was fucking ass, dude.
It was significantly better. Dude.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Bruce. Like, I'm sorry, man. I did not like it.
I didn't
it-
sleep in it.
but like
I was
It was uneven. There was
Yeah, right,
holes
right.
everywhere. Oh,
absolutely, significantly better than Lulu.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I didn't have to go
critiques,
anywhere.
Austin, Drew, are accurate. That's right. Bellow's shelter was not as good as the Reba shelter, but it was better than Lulu.
oh, tough.
Who
Didn't
built
it-
the
wasn't
Reba?
Wasn't the Lulu shelter
Oh.
like on the map when you get the map of like your camp? Isn't the shelter supposed to be like farther back?
Way back. Way
Like
back.
it's supposed to be like in the underbrush.
I don't think they aired it, but that was like
was
Emily's
original.
sticking point was she wanted it to be further back. And that was like an Emily and Sabaya day one conversation of they couldn't decide where to put it. And then we all just went with so I think I'm forgetting whether Emily wanted it in the place that it ended up. I think that's wrong. I think Emily wanted it in the back, and then we put it up in the front, which was not.
So we're blaming Sabaya.
Smart.
I'm gonna text Sabaya and be like, "Fuck you." No, I'm kidding. I love Sabaya.
I would have to check the record on that, but I remember that they were at odds as to where to put it. But it is either way, it was not a sturdily built shelter by any means.
Well, I would think that because that's where Tika that's where we had ours, was right in that spot.
In that same spot?
Yeah, in the very same spot. So it almost seemed like it was a better spot to be able to put it. Like in the back, there was no breeze, no nothing. Like you're just stuck in the middle of the brush.
You don't want the breeze. The breeze is a problem. We're
if you build the shelter. Yes, it was built like a wind tunnel because it was a wind tunnel. You had to open the front. It was a wind tunnel. Like if you closed one of the sides, that would have stopped that from happening. But I'm just saying, like that was a better spot because you're right on the beach. Like why would you want to be stuck in the middle of the woods?
Because it's going to be less cold. Like you don't got the wind coming up from the ocean, and like that whole Lulu Beach is like
the Bellow shelter smelled like pee-pee.
It is true. You guys had your
you needed some wind up there.
You guys had your
who's
bathroom
peeing back there?
10 feet away.
Yeah, I was like 10 feet away.
Yeah, I remember that. Like I would never piss over there. Not even at night. Like I'd take a walk and I'd go a little further up.
Serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
That was your idea.
No, it was not.
That was whose idea was that? Then
was not my idea.
Fucking 10 feet away.
Why would I want to piss 10 feet away from a freaking?
I don't know, dude. You were the guy who came in and said, "I've been on Survivor before. Listen to me." What are you talking about?
You're a fucking idiot. That's a lie.
Who was it?
I will tell you. I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
The person who pees in the middle of the night. It's not me. It's you or who else?
Can I ask a clarifying question? It smelled like pee because of the pee 10 feet away? Or it smelled like pee because somebody's peeing in the shelter?
The pee spot was like 10 feet away. So we weren't like, so there was this section, right? Like maybe like 10 feet away from the Bellow structure where people would pee in the middle of the night. Coconut Grove, where people like shat in the woods, was like far away. So it didn't smell like shit. It smelled like piss. Like I don't think anyone was shitting over there because like there wasn't a lot of covering. But if you went in the middle of the night, you went over there, you could piss pretty freely. It was dark. You can't see shit. So that's whose idea was that? I
never used that. I went down to the water, went to the rocks over to the left. That's why I was pissing in the morning. Like I was never ever using that.
Well, no, in the morning when there's lights out, you can go to the normal spot. Like
even in the middle of the night, like it didn't matter. Like I would never piss over there. I thought that was disgusting.
Why did you think it was disgusting?
Because you're pissing where you're laying. Like you're right there.
True.
Yeah, if you're that close, like 10 feet is throwing me.
Whose idea was it? It was shocking. Whose
idea was it?
I have no idea. The only thing I ever talked about was this looks like a good spot for the shelter. After people said, "What do you think, Bruce? What do you think, Bruce?" Oh, this is a good spot.
I wasn't there.
Oh, he's so demanding. He's just telling us where to put the shelter.
I was moving logs.
I
was moving logs, not knowing how to fix a puzzle.
See, again, this is what guys' night's all about. Like we sit here, we talk shit.
Yeah, have we even talked about the episode? Well, I feel like
I
know what's the episode. Yeah.
The episode's kind of at this point it's almost done. Like, there's some strategy before the tribal council, and then there's the tribal council. D wins immunity. It's important. I don't have it
where we held the legs up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was so confident going into it. No, I wasn't. But
I was gonna say with that challenge, I feel like there's certain challenges where it's really like a willpower of how much pain you can endure. But that was not one of those challenges. I feel like that's one where your body just like has a limit and you fall kind of thing. Yeah. So
did they just do it again on 49? Didn't they just do it again?
They did.
Yeah. Yes, I believe that's the case. Is there anything that can be said of that strategy session pre-tribal council? Anything interesting of note?
I mean, I will say if I had one the biggest regret or whatever is not giving Drew my idol at that tribal council. But we really were like completely fooled. At least I was completely fooled. It really did not seem like Drew was going to go home because to us it made so much sense. Like, oh, we all wanted Julie last round. She just made this awesome play. Like she's even bigger threat now. But yeah, so I wish I obviously played my idol on Drew, but that was tough.
I mean, suffice to say, you guys, Jake, you did such a good job with the blind side that, I mean, it took like an extra game factor to like even give me a clue that something was afoot.
I will say, dude, like you came down on the beach, and I remember like you coming down being like, yo, dude, I think something's up. Like stuff didn't feel right in confessional because they were doing a drone shot really briefly or something. And you're like, yo, dude, something's up. And I'm like, oh, fuck, he knows. I'm like, dude, should I switch my vote? Like, where I don't want to go home. And you're like, nah, stay the course. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why are we tipping him off? You know what I mean? Because in my mind, like at that time, in my perception, you were a bigger threat than Julie. And like that was like my perception at that point. Yeah. Whether that's the case, you can ask people on the jury. I don't know. But like that was I do want to say about the episode, Dee did a great job thinking that or pretending that she wasn't tight with Julie. That was like so impressive. I did not think that they were like
very impressive
on board with each other. Dee crushed that. Like the whole we don't like each other anymore. We're good. Like Dee and Julie crushed that. I didn't think they were together. Because like my idea of the vote was going to be me, Julie, and Katura, and then try to flip Dee. And then like obviously that didn't happen. No, they actually defended me, I think, in the edit a little bit, but like they glossed over stuff. I didn't when something happened at the vote, and I remember being like, fuck, this is over. Like Drew's not going home. I forget what I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it did not go my way. It would have been closer, Drew, to be honest. Wile E. Coyote out.
You, Bruce, Jake says something about the jury's perception. What was the jury's perception at this moment? In your perspective?
We can talk about this. I have never inquired about my jury equity. I've always made a point of like not asking. So we cannot
do it. We can
do it. We can do it. But I just want to make that clear. This would be news for me. I've never asked.
I honestly thought my perspective in regards to the way the jury thought is a little skewed because during Ponderosa, my experience was different. I wasn't in all the conversations that were going on. And that's another topic, another conversation for another day. But from my listening and hearing what was going on and my thought process going into it, Drew, you weren't supposed to go home. Like there was no way that you were going home at that point in time because there was conversations in regards to Katori going home because we knew about the Reba 4 and that you guys were all going to stay tight the entire time and then, kind of battle it out when you got to that point. Or Jake, you were the next one on the, next chopping block. So you going was like, oh, what just happened now? Because
it was more useful. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went, Emily went, and then Drew goes like, wait, what a minute. Like we understood Emily going because Emily was fighting for that 5th spot on the Reba 4. You know what I'm saying? And she just lost out on that. And then you just start taking a look at the remaining pieces of the puzzle, which is Jake and Katura. Well, keep the 4 together. Who's next? Well, we've been gunning for Jake for weeks, episodes in a row. So Jake's got to be the logical one to go. Or if not, don't get the low-hanging fruit yet, which is him, go get Katura. That was the initial thought process. So you had more equity in regards to the jury, but I was completely shocked when you got voted out. I was like, what? It's like, and to kind of talk about that just real briefly, fuck the goddamn the editing. I had a good time on the jury. I had a damn good time. I'm going to stand up for myself for the moment because I looked like I was a miserable asshole on the jury. I had a damn good time. When Dee was talking shit to me at the final, because if we all remember, I said to Drew, because wasn't brought up at all in the finale, at all. But what I said was I said to Austin, do you remember? And I said to you, Jake, I said, what the fuck are you two doing? You need to speak up because the body language in the jury right now is giving her $1 million.
Yeah,
you guys
I remember this.
Mhm.
I remember
So
this.
you
You
guys
said,
just say, like,
No, that
Jake.
was a great moment. I thought.
I thought it was a
And
great
then
moment.
when-
I was shocked that it didn't make TV.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
what
think
I'm
it kind
saying
of
is
like
that
messed
they-
up the timeline of like how the final tribal was edited.
That is correct. So what I'm getting at is I had a damn good time with the on the jury. We had a good time talking about all this stuff. But Drew, we were not supposed to go out at that moment in time. You were supposed to make the final four.
D did a great job, obviously, of course. All praise to D. Very excited to see her running back on 50.
Yes.
But yeah.
I think it was tough because I feel like we gave them so many opportunities to mess up and to like break it to us and for us to figure out what was happening. Like, we split them up on the reward and we were able to like, keep everyone apart from each other. I feel like we're always around them. So the fact that they were able to all come together, come up with this move and keep it under the wraps during like despite a reward challenge and immunity challenge and everything else that was happening was very good play.
I do feel like it totally, at least from my perspective, totally came down to hubris because at this point in the game, like I was just purely functioning logically. And from my perspective, the kind of like performative aspect of playing the idol meant that Julie was the number one jury threat. And so when Julie was the number one jury threat and when there was so much discussion of D, I mean, the notion that I would have come up was just ludicrous. And so I think that like there were so many warning flags. I guess if I was going to have to think about it now, that were missed and like watching back the episode, just because I like very arrogantly was sure that like everyone had to be thinking the way I was thinking. So it was a real oversight. But yeah, I give all credit.
Even at Tribal Council, you have this moment before you leave to go to Tribal Council where you're getting asked about the idol. Throughout the Tribal Council, are you thinking that it is you at this moment, or it's just in the back of your mind, like a distant?
No. I thought there was a good chance it was going to be me. And so I was trying to like strengthen things up. And then I was like, there are people here I trust unconditionally, meaning like D. And she was like, well, you shouldn't trust anybody unconditionally. I was like, oh my God. And then there was this moment where Jeff is like, are you going to be here? Like, how do you think it's going to go if you get through this? And I was like, if I make it through this, I'm going to be in the final three, which was like me signaling to Austin and D, like, I'm with you guys. Like, we're going to go to the end. Like, if you let me through this Tribal Council. And then like also I felt like that was in terms of like, kind of like Tribal Council performance, such that there is a thing that was my best Tribal Council. And I never prepared like material in advance. Like you never really planned what you were going to say. But I did just feel like this is the first time I felt like this could be the end. And so I better like, get everything out on the table. But
yeah. I think also another weird thing that kind of made this a more complicated Tribal Council is with the idols and the amulet. Specifically with the amulet, there were some really weird rules behind it. Like you weren't allowed to give it to somebody else. You were only allowed to play it on someone else. But even that wasn't fully clear until like shortly before Tribal Council. So I feel like we could have gotten a little more creative with that had we had the time and the knowledge. But yeah, it was a very sad moment. I remember after that Tribal Council, it was just like everything was just like, holy fuck, what do I do? And then Jeff's like, oh, by the way, you guys are going to a new beach. You have to rebuild your camp. So then it's like we go back, and then for the next 3 hours, I can't even talk about what the fuck just went down because we're building our new shelter and like having to find our torches and everything and the water well, and it was a horrible night.
Dude, do you know how bad we looked when 46 showed up with like all their shit ready to go and they didn't go to a new beach? We looked so bad not having that shit ready to go. I would love to do that too.
I thought we were told that
you were a great time out there, man.
Yeah,
it was like, I know I voted that way, but like I was bummed you not being there anymore. That sucked.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Like it's totally okay.
YouTubers. It's just because that was the vote we were talking about,
Well, I mean, we talked. We it took us a minute to get there, but we did get to the episode. I'm so thrilled to have had the opportunity to chat with this group. We'll go around the horn again. If anybody wants to plug anything you got going on, we'll start again. Drew, what's going on?
I don't have anything to plug. Obviously, go watch the Jeopardy reruns, I suppose. But yeah, it's always great to be here with some of my best friends in the world, and I always appreciate the opportunity to promote Vanta Mask or Vanta Sleep. We'll edit that, we'll fix that and post. But yes,
Love it. Hasn't been a sponsor in a year. It's all right. They'll
Are you
take it
kidding?
anyway. Okay, they're done, but I still use it all the time. This is, I'm sponsored by them.
Is it Phantom Mask or Phantom Sleep?
Manta Sleep.
Manta Sleep. Okay.
Manta Sleep. Yeah. But Jake, anything going on for you?
Nah, just working, getting people divorced, keeping them out of jail. Doing all right with that.
How is divorce in January 2026? A lot of divorce.
It's actually a really busy month because everyone, in January, everyone's like New Year's resolution. Let me leave this sack of shit, and that makes a lot of work for me. So
is that real? That's a real time. This is like a high point.
Oh yeah.
For that?
Oh yeah. There's 2 bumps in the year. It's January, New Year's resolution. Let me leave this guy or this girl, and then September, start of the school year, problems arise, and I get a lot of calls.
Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed September for the second big bump.
Yeah, kids, you're probably the reasons for your parents getting divorced. And I don't know what to tell you.
Jeez.
I'm
That's
just
a
saying.
brutal lesson for some RHAP viewer out there. Like, it's totally ruined their day, man.
There's some very
I used
sad
to listen to
8-year-olds.
this as a kid when my parents were getting divorced. Jake, you gotta be careful.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm not speaking to anyone. I'm just saying there's a trend. I'm just speaking to trends.
Bruce, what's going on for you?
Am I allowed to plug other?
Yeah, it's boys' night. Do whatever we want.
Survivor Now podcast. I am a regular fixture there. We are getting ready to do Australian Survivor. That's coming up. There's going to be some great coverage that we have coming up. I think we're doing like 3 pods a week for the first couple of weeks, and then we do 2, and then we're done with that. We'll be doing a ton of stuff for Survivor 50. We already have probably 5 episodes done now in regards to boot order and stuff like that. Like, we just have so much going on. We have a draft coming up, and after every episode, we get together, we talk about what's going on and how much we want to punch production in the face and all that good stuff. But yeah, Survivor Now podcast. Just check us out.
Who's on Survivor Now, real quick?
What's that?
Who are your co-hosts?
Abraham from season 40, 41. 41? Yes, because he took my spot for 41. So Abraham's on there, Eric Abraham. We have Ali, Tara. We have Kara, Tori. And then we just have a bunch. There's 11 of us, and we have so many different things. We have a pre-show, we have an after show, we have got something for you. We got stock watch. We have so many different things that because not everybody likes to watch us talk about the episode afterwards. They might just want to know the social things going on, and that's what they do with our other casts that we do. We have guests on, so gentlemen, we would love to have any of you come and join us at any point in time. Just let me know. That'd be great. And then love to hear your thoughts on the episodes and go from there.
Love it.
Wait, what?
I just want to go on one with Abraham. I don't want to double up. I don't want to double up on Bruce and Abraham. I like Abraham. He's all right. Bruce.
I love it. I have such great times with Abraham.
Great guy. Abraham.
He's such a good dude. He's such a good dude. He's shorter than he looks, but he's such a good dude.
He is short. That's
Well, you are not tall.
Bruce is 5'7".
Hey, 5'10".
Austin, what's going on
Bruce is
for
5'7".
you?
Nothing crazy either. Mostly just work, but like everyone's saying, I mean, this is so much fun. I love always getting together with the boys, and I mean, this is just like hanging out. I got part of this.
Yeah.
I forgot we were even doing a podcast. We were just talking. It was so much fun. But actually, I remember. I don't know if it was your last one that you did for these recap episodes. The one with Andy.
Yes.
And I was sent a clip where you all talk about Joey King and Amanda. At the
yes, I forgot to send you that. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I saw that, and I want to say, Joey King was not a paid actress to go and deliver that question. She was just asked to do it. I think like Jeff went up because like Amanda and Joey used to be like best friends, but like they don't hang out really. I don't much anymore. I don't really know all the details, but anyways, they used to be best friends when they were young, and then they were like backstage during a reunion, and then like I think like Jeff went up to her and was like, hey, like they were just talking, and then she was like saying this question, and he was like, you want to ask that like during the finale? And she's like, okay. And that's how it went. So there's some clarification. Honestly, I mean, Amanda might be able to answer it a little bit better, but yeah, I felt like I got to give my POV from what I understand.
Wow.
Which is so funny that I meant to send you that clip and then I forgot. There you go. Good for all of those who are
Joey
wondering.
King is right now. Thanks, Google.
Major lore drop.
Major lore drop.
What finale
Thank
was it?
you. This is the South Pacific finale, which if you haven't listened to that, me and Andy Ruida and his girlfriend Shannon Anderson talk about the South Pacific finale. We've got 2 more episodes of this podcast coming up. Rob is talking to the cast of Survivor 46 tomorrow, and then we have one for 48 as well. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Have a great rest of your night or day. Who knows? And take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.